Hi guys. I know you haven't seen me in forever. I'm 22. Today is a really rough day for me, but you can't stay down for long. So power through with me as I challenge myself to grow get up. So I'm actually just getting out of bed. It's like 2 in the afternoon. I never gave you guys a house tour because the decor is a mess, but it will be coming sooner or later. Good morning, Isla. I'm like, good morning. It's 2 in the morning. Y'all gotta bear with me as the lighting changes. I'm literally just walking through the crib right now. But I'm gonna be very transparent. Before I hop in this shower, I'm about to run some dishwater. My kitchen looks horrible. I kind of have like depression house right now. But it's okay. Like I said, grow it out. So part of me being transparent with y'all is really just letting y'all know what's been going on. I really didn't want to put my tripod up. This is the first time I've had it up in a while actually, because I don't want to risk y'all seeing my like my house. But I feel like these things are important to talk about. Like, this isn't my first time dealing with mental health issues. I've had depression in the past. The difference between then and now is that I actually still say, girl, get up. I wasn't even saying that. I had lost it. I lost the faith. I lost the hope. I lost the sight. I don't speak on my feelings a lot. I don't really like talking about serious stuff. If you know me, you know I'm just a joking person. But I always tell y'all I'm going to be vulnerable with y'all. I'm going to be honest with y'all, you know. Like, the content I put out reflects my real life. I'm not putting on no front for nobody. I give y'all the raw because that's how I run it. I'm going to tell it how it is. So, yeah, like I said, I don't really feel comfortable showing y'all my background, but dishes in the sink, stove kind of crazy, floor not swept, trash overfilling, lots of fast food. I am a sad eater, so I be eating. I just be eating. I be getting high. I smoke weed and I oh God, don't sue me, y'all. I smoke weed and I eat my feelings away because how can I be sad if I'm doing something I really like? You know, everybody got their vices. I feel like nobody talks about the ways they like to cope. And if they do, it's always the most common ones, alcoholism and substance abuse, like marijuana and shit, like narcotics and shit, like those kind of things. But people don't talk about the other forms of self-harm and coping that, you know, happen. And I'm not going to deep dive too much. You know, I talk about these things on the show and I will continue to do so. The whole point is to raise awareness. Hey, y'all see this lace like I do? On God, y'all know I do not have no bust down. I just had locks. But, yeah, it's just like I do a lot of like things that people would consider like okay. But when you start doing something, too much of a good thing is not a good thing. That's always how that goes. And I just be overindulging anything to self-soothe because I feel like I feel like nobody's gonna be there for me and et cetera, et cetera. And it's like, it be making me feel cliche and I don't like it. I don't like reaching out for help. I don't like asking people, telling people being vulnerable is wrong because they can't fix it. I can't fix it. What's the point? I know. I'm working on it, y'all. I recently quit one of my jobs because you guys know I had 2 jobs. My best friend moved in. Hey, I'll tell you guys more about that, and I'll probably like put a clip of us together in here if I can grab him. He got a busy day. I'm gonna drop this before Valentine's Day. Y'all need to go ahead and order some of those freaking Valentine sluts. Pre-orders are closed, but you can still hit them up if you need that. Get them before Valentine's Day. If you really like your girl, if you really like your man, if you really like your partner, come on now, show them some love. Anyways, though, yeah, I'm literally about to like straighten up my kitchen soon because I know whatever I don't do, my best friend is gonna do. He's like so supportive. I love him. He's been helping me out a lot, but. All of this in one day. I be having too many tasks. Like, I'm still in school. School just started back, guys. Ooh. Y'all know how I feel about college. Like, I'm not even gonna get on here and be like how much I hate it. Y'all know how I feel about college. Yeah. Good for development. Things can be learned. But, oh, God. Shouldn't have did it. Yes, I'm still in school, and I have a lot more. I have so many more in-person classes this fucking year, so. Sigh. I do stay active though. Like, I get my fitness and my cardio in. I be active. I ain't really been talking to my friends. I miss them. I reach out when I can. I express how much I miss them too. But these days, I just be wanting to sit in the house by myself or some shit. I just want to be in the house where it's cozy at, where it's safe at. Ain't none of the mess. It's always mess outside. So, I don't know. That kind of sums up, like, why I have been ghost, I guess. But, girl, get up. I am about to shower and do my face routine so that I can get started with my day. I have a couple errands I want to do before I get ready to go to work. Okay, we're back in my room. I am dressed. I put my go outside bonnet on. I don't want to hear nothing about it. Like, I never thought that y'all shouldn't wear bonnets outside, but I did agree that it was unsanitary to wear the bonnet that you wear in your bed all around the world to let the world get on it. So I just ran with it, and I got me a second bonnet, and as y'all can see, my skin's messed up. I'm literally about to come on my cycle soon, so sorry to be TMI, guys. I just feel like we like this now. Like, we past that. So, breaking out. I still need to clean my bedroom. As y'all can see, like, it's pretty crazy in here right now. But I do want to run some errands before I start cleaning my bedroom, because I do want to do my eyelashes today. It's Friday. It's the weekend. I want to be cute. So I'm going to do my lashes so that I can feel, and I'm going to do my hair so that I can feel a lot better. So I'm going to go run my errands real quick. I'll be right back. Oh, I didn't tell y'all. Cause I feel like I keep telling y'all I got a second job. I didn't tell y'all, but y'all, I'm a server. So I got a lot of like cash on me sometimes. And I be trying to get in the habit of carrying my wallet. But let me show y'all my wallet. Like, I have such a like big wallet. Like, but she's cute. Like, I be having everything I need in there. But when I'm just trying to carry, like, I be having like maybe 20 in ones. Which isn't new for me. Like, I was a barista also. So sometimes I would have up to like $30 in months. Like, if it was a good time of the fucking month. Just because people be having cash. I got, older white people be having cash and shit. So, but I don't want to bring my whole bag. Because all my bags are tote bags, guys. Like, I love a good tote bag. All my bags are tote bags. So I'm thinking instead I was going to take my wallet. But, oh, yeah, I found it. Okay, I have a little coin purse. My mama likes to bring me things back from when she travels. She's a frequent cruiser, which I literally adore. And she always brings me back stuff from the islands that she goes to. So, yeah. I did not count this money. I'm going to be honest. I don't know how much this is. I think this is like $30, y'all. Like, I feel like, whatever. This is what I have to spend in cash and digitally, because I gotta still get to work. I'm gonna say I have like 15. Boom. 15 on my card. So what's that, like $45? Okay. Maybe I'll do 20 instead of 15. I want to do like a $20 budget while I go on my little adventure. And let's see if I can keep up with it. Because I see, literally, y'all, it's still icy in most places. And I'm sitting right here. I'm just like, I'm trying to cross the street. And I'm trying to, like, set up so I can record. I was like, maybe not. But anyways, back to what I was saying. I ended up going to count the money. It is, what was it? It was actually more than 30. It was 38. It's $38. I was supposed to write it down. I just remember it was an even number. It was $38, and I have the 21 cash, so the budget is actually 58, which is really good. I just need like some personals. It's like some deodorant. I'm gonna go into Five Below because I have to go and get like a little, I want to say like an agenda, more so just a regular notebook, but I just want it to be cute. But I need to write down my notes because I tried the whole digital agenda thing. My homegirl recommended it for classes because she has like a super busy schedule. She's a pole instructor, but she's also a dancer, but she has like 6 fucking jobs. Whatever. So it's like a lot that she be having to do, basically. But I don't know. She was like, oh, you should try doing a Google. No, she didn't say Google. She sent me like an agenda app that she uses to put it digitally. And I tried that. That shit is ass. I also tried having a whiteboard. So now I'm locked in. I'm like, I know it's working for me. I need this written down in my hand, on my body, on my person. So I'm about to go get a new notebook and I'm gonna write down a couple things I need to do. Keep it on my person. I had one before, but I think I just ended up running out of pages. So it's time to get a new one. And then I'm gonna see if they have like, I really want to get a new journal, but I usually go to Marshall's because they have nice thick ones with like a bunch of pages, so I could just go and go and go and go. But we're gonna see what they got. If they don't have what I'm looking for, I'm gonna go to Marshall's because then I could also turn that into, let me smell some perfumes and stuff. But anyways, I'm getting where I'm going, so I'll be back a little bit, probably when I'm inside the store or something. Okay, I just left out of Family Dollar actually. I spent $16 in there. Big chunk in the budget, but I did get 2 things I needed. I'm finna go to the beauty supply and then I'm finna go to a dollar store. I need some baby wipes. And if I could find a hair curler for under $15, I'm finna get a hair curler. Okay, and we are back. So I'm gonna first preface this by saying I went over the budget. I'm not gonna tell y'all how much, that's my business. So I have been, and I'm gonna like do like a haul as I'm going, so just try to bear with me. I have been really like working on myself as a whole, y'all. Like I cannot stress this. My 20s have genuinely just been hardship, pain, resilience, optimism, fall, be grateful for the fail, and then learn, and then grow, and then evolve, and then change, and then I like this, I don't like this, and oh, this is new, and it's a never-ending cycle of what the fuck, who is this? Like, because I am finding my adult identity, so it's like, you know, yeah, like, of course shit gonna be different. It's never supposed to just stay the same consistently, but as I learn and grow and change, I try to document it healthily and just overall develop more healthy coping mechanisms. Like how I was mentioning earlier in the video, you know, like, shit be going on. Shit really do be going on, y'all. So I understand when it's like you falling into a bad pattern, but you could do your best to be proactive and try to avoid like just completely spiraling. Like if you know once you're sad, it takes a deep dive into endless sadness. How about as soon as you're sad, let's try to tackle it? Like that's how I approach it on some shit. So yeah, I went and like I told y'all when I was going to the store, I was looking for an everyday agenda type journal. I got this. So it is like a open close wraparound, so it could be encased in my bag and hopefully keep it safer because I'm always putting stuff in my bag. It came with this pen, which I thought was super cutesy, and it got a little holder on it and all that. Like, that's fancy. It's only 80 pages, but I don't need that many pages for an agenda anyway, so this ended up just being perfect. And then it was a couple colors, but I got the one in white because I'm going to bedazzle her. Maybe I'll make one of those videos separately and upload it on my YouTube channel, which I'll talk about later in this, or maybe in a further episode, because this is just a bonus. But additionally, I got this to be my journal. So my new year doesn't start until my birthday, so technically I can still write in my old journal, but I really wanted to get a new journal to align with the American New Year. So I think this will work for now. It is very short, and I will probably finish all these pages, but I could just go grab another one. I thought this was super cutesy. It has a little, like, bee on it. And shout out to Mama Tui, because exactly. It's understood, don't need to be explained. I went in there for those 2 things, but while I was in there, I saw this, and I could not resist. It is a freaking 16-month calendar with Hello Kitty and friends. Yes. That was $5. All of these were $5 a piece. And then I also saw this, which I thought was cute. It reminds me of the sets that I find when I'm in Trader Joe's, which always be super scented and seasonal and so Trader Joe's out here is far as fuck. So this was nice and convenient. I'm gonna try all of the scents and let y'all know what I'm liking. It has the Just a Girl, and it is notes of juicy, crispy, refreshing, vibrant apple, some soft and radiant floral jasmine, and warm, creamy, irresistible, comforting vanilla. Okay. So that's like a taste of what's in there. I got some wipes. I got like 2 of these. These are the Arm & Hammer toilet wipes. I got 2 of those. A Rebel. I'm a college student. I got one of these to try to help me out with my vitamins. So we're gonna see. I saw this smoky palette and I could not resist. Cause that's been like on my mind a lot lately. I usually do like bright, glitzy looks. And y'all see that's hand sanitizer. Bright glitzy looks, and it's just like I've been wanting to go for like a more mysterious type of vibe. I saw these retinol cleansing wipes, so I decided to grab them for when I wipe my face at the end of the night, if it'll focus. Focus, whatever. But I don't know, this came out of a dollar store, y'all, so I'm gonna just try them out. I also ended up getting their Neutrogena makeup wipe dupes, so that's what those were. Got some batteries, a little munch and munch. And then this was the deodorant that I got from the dollar store that I went to first. I spent $16 in there, $20 in Five Below, and $16 inside of the other dollar store. So all in all, I spent what? I spent like $60. I only went 10 over budget. Welcome back, beautiful people. So the previous clips were from yesterday. I did end up, I didn't bedazzle my journal yesterday, but I actually cleaned my room. Yeah, I cleaned my room, and then my living room. Basically, I cleaned my house, and then I had company, and then I went to work, and I had a great money night, so that was good. Technically, that was like 2 days ago. That was Friday. But whatever. Today was Saturday, and I just took a day of rest. I had a lot more plans, but in the end, I just needed to sleep and allow my body to, you know. So, I spent most of my day resting, literally. I made some food. I haven't been eating properly, so I did make some food, and it was nice to have like some fresh, good food. Yeah, I wanted to basically just jump back to why I wanted to post this bonus to begin with. And this is where it takes like a serious turn. It's so hard to explain the depths of why having to do 20s is so fucking insane. I don't even really know how to bring this topic up, but I'll just say this, right? So this is literally Cricut. I can see because the line isn't lined up. It tells me when it's straight, by the way. Perfect. I'll say it like this. I had spent a large part of my young adulthood not having, for a lack of better words, a will to live, you know? Like, I didn't see the purpose. I didn't think my role in people's life mattered as much as I wanted it to. I've always been the kind of person where, like, I can read the room and I can be a good friend to somebody. But when it all comes down, I rarely find people who make the same effort to be what I deem as a good friend, which I ended up debunking later in life. It's about like not expecting you out of people. You don't do things to get them back. You do things because you want to. And the premise of every relationship is transactional, whether we want to admit it or not. But like what I get out of the transaction shouldn't be equal effort, because that's not how it works. There's not a single 50-50 relationship. It should be just something that's true, genuine, and what I need, right? The support that I need. All that to say, young adult, I really wasn't looking forward to doing life. I didn't think, I didn't think I was going to make it to 21. I was, 17, feeling like, when, like, am I even going to make it to 18? When I made it to 18, I'm like, okay, well, I don't think that's going to get no further. Because it kept getting worse. The pressure was getting worse. So, post-depression and suicidal thoughts, I then had to navigate a whole nother thing. So it was like, as soon as I got that out the way, I immediately went to college, which was a part of the issue. So it kind of was in the mixed state, like timelines overlap. But once I got back to school, I had to figure out how to be academic again. Like, I was coming out of COVID and depression at the same time. So it was just like my efforts as a scholar, non-existent. I had to figure out how to navigate that again so that I could successfully finish college, because at that point, I had already flunked 2 semesters, took one out, and I was just like, what are you doing? Came to the conclusion I wanted my degree, so I got to put the work in. Simultaneously, I had to start adjusting to what adult life was. It was little small liberties, file your taxes, make your own appointments, little small things. But as you get older, you realize that adulthood gets more and more fucking intense. So I am working all the time, funding my lifestyle, trying to save, trying to prep for whatever. And at the same time, I had to start addressing lots of like trauma and shit that was affecting me. Childhood stuff. Like your childhood will resurface in your adult life. So I had to deal with that. And that's never just like a straightforward thing. It's actually reoccurring. Like that's kind of how trauma works, like, and grieving works. Like, cause I had to grieve a lot of shit too. Like it was a lot. It was a lot. Yeah, it was a lot. At the same time, late bloomer here, guys. I experienced my first heartbreak at 20. So, which was really hard for me because while that was happening, I feel like a lot of people were kind of dusting me off because they'd already had their heartbreaks, and they was just like, girl, get over it. Get another nigga. Like, I got a couple, y'all. That doesn't help. This is the love of my life. Like, um, simultaneously, I am also battling my sexuality. Keep in mind, y'all, I just told y'all adult shit. So I'm also trying to figure out politics now, y'all. They was like, Trump banning gay marriage. I'm like, damn, I think I like girls. Like, that's just joking. Like, I've always had a thing for women, but yeah, my desire to explore didn't come until much, much later. Just a plethora of reasons. A lot of it just being comfort, which is like when you conform. So people be like, you not gay. You be like, you right. I swear to God, no, that's really what it is. That's really what it is. My mama used to be like, you not gay. I'm like, you right. I'm not gay, Mom. I'm not gay. I just really, really, really want all these lovely young ladies to be my best friend. So bad, so that I can spend endless time with them, low-key curating a homoerotic relationship with them. But I'm not gay. So yeah, I had to navigate my sexuality, which was a whole nother thing. And at the same time, like I was just talking about this with somebody. The hardest thing ever is to be Black, queer, and a woman. I have to navigate a plethora of different spectrums because how I am is not accepted anywhere ever in America. Ever. And I don't give a fuck who's trying to tell you that. It's not. Before I go anywhere, I dress up, I put a mask on, and I go. Factual. So, navigating your sexuality while understanding what that fucking word, patriarchy is, and also trying to understand racism and the fact that shit is genuinely from in everything, colorism as well. Having to deal with, I got sexually assaulted. Like, y'all, I had a lot of things happen to me in such a short time span. Mind you, I had shit happening before. And this was like when I tally up shit that was spanking me, I'm only 22. So all that to say, when you living like that and you're constantly processing and evolving and whatever, you're moving. I'm living a fast life. I was living the fast life. So I'm gonna just drop this. I have spent a lot of my like 19, 20, 21, 22 saying, I cannot wait to be 30. I cannot wait to be 30 so I can enjoy the fruits of my labor, da 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 da. And recently I just keep getting told that I need to rest. Not by someone. I don't mean some literal manner. I'm a very spiritual person, so I mean like the divine has been telling me a lot, and it's been sitting in my soul a lot to just rest for once. To the point where I had to really think, and it hit me like a fucking truck. I was watching one of Dochi's vlogs from like 6 years ago, 2020. So she has a bunch of them, and I watched them a lot because it's comforting to see somebody talk about the actual stressors that is navigating your 20s, because I don't think people talk about it enough. And it kind of just hit me like a truck. If you spend all of your 20s ripping, running around, working yourself to death for the sake of, I want to enjoy the fruits of my labors in my 30s, right? What happens when you get to your 30s and you have worn out the power boat? You know, everything after you use it falls apart. That rose toy, it don't work because you fried your clitoris too many times. You feel me? Your battery, fried because you're always on the phone on FaceTime. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's like, when you do too much of anything, it's never a good thing no more. And it's like, if you powering through, busybody, da 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 da. When it's time for me to be 30 and resting, will I be resting or disabled? You feel me? Like, and a part of that, I feel like it's purposeful. They want us to work hard. They want us to get old and sickly and need them. It's all systematic, a lot of this shit, but that's a whole nother talk. I'll just say this. I'm coming to a full circle stop where now I am prioritizing slowness, breathing, leisure, rest. A word that feels almost like a guilty pleasure. Like, I think, and I spent a lot of last year working on not feeling guilty for resting so that this year could go smoother for me, because as a hyper independent Black woman who, like the most of us, just was a product of her environment, me and rest was never some shit like, I look a bitch dead in her eyes, be like, bitch, ain't no money in my sleep. I'm up. We running this shit up. Yeah, I had to build. I gotta stock. So I'm set up, and I don't gotta live like everybody else. But that's not even what it means. I've already began breaking generational curses. I've already began helping myself so that I don't do what was done before me. And a part of that is rejecting what they instilled in us. Ask for help. Take a break. Fucking, like, I don't know, like, all this shit that I thought was what was making me so hard body, which it does, and it has fed into me, but it's like self and identity is not the external factors. It's what I'm putting into myself and what I'm instilling in myself. It's my own core beliefs and what I think will get me there. And regardless of what is going on, blessings are mine. I'm abundant in them. You feel me? Blessings are mine. Everything, it's mine. I say that with so much power, it's mine. Claim it. So I don't have to work triple double extra motherfucking hard. Bitch is mine already. I'm gonna put the work in, yeah, but like I could rest a little bit, and I have been. And I freaking love it. And I encourage my sisters to just get some rest. With that being said, I just wanted to move into this next part, and it's like a personal apology to the people closest to me, because my communication has been poor. But again, it is hard to explain how, when you are a person who I've always been direct. I say everything how it is. I say what I need. I say what I mean. But some way, somehow, I feel like it often gets overlooked, possibly because of delivery. Like, I don't know, I'm a silly person. But a lot of the things that I have stood on have been that for a while. And after so long, when you're not heard, you stop speaking. And I feel bad to all the people who feel like I've given up on them, or 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 think that they've given up on me, especially when it comes to like my availability these days. mentally, physically, whatever. Just, I have a lack of that because I'm trying to take up more space for myself. And I'm sorry to the Mora that you knew beforehand, but she's gone. She's died. She died. She died. She died. And she probably gonna die again. Like, they be dying. Because that's the part of the rebrand. I'm going to keep getting better, developing who I am. And you just got to take it or leave it. And I apologize to you guys for not being able to be my best all the time. And I also am so grateful and I thank y'all immensely for loving me through it all. But right now, I'm not even in the place to be a friend to nobody, a friend, a daughter, a sister, or nothing. Honestly, I felt like a shell of a bean most days. I'm living a fast life where I dissociate a lot and I run through it so I don't have to experience it. I intellectualize the fuck out of my emotions. A plethora of things to where what y'all think is me is not me. And the people that know me, I don't even know if they know me anymore. Shit, I don't even know me no more. And that's okay. That's why I'm finding me. In the meantime, between time, I just ask for a little grace. And if you don't have nothing extended me, that's fine too. But yes, this special, thank you and sorry is to my supporters, my audience. It will only get better from here. And so I thank you for still supporting me, even through my inconsistencies and being able to see where my passion and my heart is. Because it's right here with y'all. It's with my message. I'm spending time trying to curate something bigger than myself while working on myself, This platform is supposed to be honestly multifaceted. Like it's journalism, but it's silly, goofy time. It's advice. It is reflection. It's whatever I want it to be. But while I work on that, I kind of got to invest in learning shit. But it's hard to stay focused and in depth to that when I'm also trying to get my mental health together. I'm also unmedicated, undiagnosed. I ain't even in therapy right now, y'all. Like, bear with me. My ID isn't even for the city that I live in yet. Like, I am taking it day by day, but there was no fucking handbook for adulting. And all the examples I had beforehand were like high-key piss poor. So I'm just building this shit brick by brick. I just want to say, like, the coming seasons will only get better. And I thank y'all for all the push that y'all give me. Like, y'all make me want to go so much harder. Small things, little comments, little likes, little DMs, like, and even through my inconsistencies and whatnot, like I hear people tell me all the time, like, yo, with your podcast, what's going on? When can I come talk my shit? And I'm like, yeah, I appreciate that because I want y'all to come. I want y'all to want to come, I want y'all to feel safe coming on this platform and talking about your experiences being Black. Simple. We want to learn from and educate each other. Like, I want to expand my platform to where I can have doctors and journalists, well, other ones, of course, and all types of shit on here because it's bigger than me. It's bigger than us. And I feel like now more than ever, we need to pour into Black communities. I keep saying that because it's like, if y'all haven't noticed, the world is actually falling apart. Like, been, long time coming. But the issue is, oh God, I ain't gonna say that. They gonna cancel me. All I'm gonna say, segregation was not as bad as they think. Like, and so if we just fall back into who we know, what we know, which is us, yeah. And hey, other people probably already doing it, but I know my podcast is gonna be one of the first steps into that for sure. We exclusively Black over here. Charge it to the game. I think that is all I have for this bonus. I feel a little emotional, but I just want to say thank y'all. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. More to come. Technically, the season isn't over, so I'm probably just going to drop like one more official episode and then wrap it up so that I can do some planning, branding, and et cetera, my usual. And then, the next season we taking off. So, thank you for checking in, beautiful people, and you guys have a lovely day.